I move the first extraordinary session of the House of Representatives of the 113th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee adjourned. Sine die.
The special legislative session on public safety ended as it began, with advocates and parents looking on, frustrated. Boos echoing in the House chamber as lawmakers adjourn today. It's been a tense, unprecedented 6 days in Tennessee's General Assembly history. Lawmakers spent much of the time infighting, what is typically procedural descending into chaos. Adam Minster shows us what happened today.
Lawmakers gathered to promote safety, but in a shocking turn, violence seeped into the Capitol's very doors.
Representative Pearson became very irate and angry.
Tennessee representatives accusing each other of getting physical as they left the chambers.
Representative Jones was pushed by Representative Sapicki as well.
Representative Pearson that comes in and pops me from the right side.
Adjourned. Sine die.
Yet while lawmakers exited the State House, those impacted by the mass shooting that sparked the special session felt left behind.
That we held a special session following the extraordinary tragedy of a mass shooting that took place at the Covenant School, and yet we took no meaningful action.
Covenant parents who have spent months fighting for gun reform say every bill they fought for was left on the table.
As a mother, I'm going to have to look at my 9-year-old in the eye and tell her nothing. Our elected representatives have done nothing. Our state has done nothing to make you safer or to prevent this from happening again.
And that possibility haunts them.
But every day I drop my son off, the same thing could happen again. And I know we can't eradicate evil in this world, but we could sure work to stop it and lessen it.
This week, Senate Republicans refused to pass any more bills, leading to an impasse that ended the special session with no gun reform legislation passed.
The special session has been nothing short of disheartening.
So these Covenant parents say they have a plan to fight hard come January.
Look at these faces. You're going to see these faces again and again and again.
But in the meantime, their top priority is caring for their kids who have invisible scars from that horrible tragedy 155 days ago.
The morning of March 27th, her biggest concern was what snacks she would eat that day. Since then, every single day, she worries if it will be her last.
Covenant Families for Brighter Tomorrows have told me that they are taking time now to rest, regroup, and replan, and then they'll come back in January with a lot more knowledge than they did before, paying attention to what special interest groups are telling politicians, and of course emphasizing the importance of local elections and primaries. Bob?
It's pretty clear the gun lobbyists won the day. What was their reaction tonight?
That's exactly what their reaction was. They're saying that this was a victory because of inaction. That's a statement that came this afternoon from the Tennessee Firearms Association.
All right, thank you, Adam. So what did lawmakers actually accomplish during the last 6 days? No new laws were actually put on the books, and lawmakers didn't establish any new programs. They set aside a couple of $1 million for tax breaks on gun safes and locks, and a public safety campaign to promote safe storage. $10 million was put to an existing grant that schools can apply for to pay for safety improvements, and those grants were extended to higher education. And they also set aside $12 million for bonuses for behavioral health workers. But again, these programs aren't new. The governor spoke today after lawmakers adjourned, one of the few chances we've had to hear from him during this process.
There is no one perfect solution, but we should recognize the significance of this special session. We made progress in public safety, and we elevated a conversation about public safety that will continue into the future, and that's important.
A special session cost taxpayers nearly $350,000. Senate Republicans said they'll try to do more when they come back in January. When asked if he planned to bring back his expanded order of protection proposal, the governor told reporters he hasn't made plans about what will happen next session, other than saying public safety would again be a priority.